Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Hi guys, Stephen Upfold from Upfold Fortune. Creating fortunes for the future. I made a tape, or made a video anyway, in regard to this gold against USD, today's date on the 13th of May 2025. But of course, firstly, do subscribe to my YouTube video, and you'll get lots more of these ideas that will come in your end. They say Stephen's made some more video. Would you like to have a look at it? Plus, there'll be links down below this video also to join VT Market or investing.com or any of the cryptocurrency mining platforms that I have joined and making. And we made this early prediction in this area here. We have put up our resistance line, the red line, and we made a bet here, the price going up. We also recognize if it goes past the resistance line in this point, if it breaks through, it will continue up, and that's what happened exactly. Now, we also gathered the market's going to drop to a new trend line, which is this one, because it's hit these points here. And of course, just now it has hit it and has provided the results for us. So we're going to close this trade, cut profit, and make a buy investment. Open, oh, hold on. Let me change that because that is looking really good. I'm going to change that and make a 20 volume position, open position, because the indicator says pretty strong at this stage anyway, that the market is going up based on, this is on a 1 minute time frame. I'm going to change that to say 15-minute time frame. Even investing.com is also indicating, oh no, it's bearish. Okay. They're saying it's going to go down. If indeed it's going to go down, it's going to make a break through the support line, but it didn't make a break through the support line. And of course, the RSI and the MACD are both in the sort of right directions. Already the RSI, the blue line, is above the red line, and soon as MACD blue line crosses the red, it'll be above it, forcing the market to continue to rise higher. Our next prediction is going to be, of course, take us to 1 minute frame. Oh, sorry. Our next prediction has already been put up. It's going to hit this top resistance. Maybe take this line up here a bit more. It's going to trade all the way up to this before it makes another reversal line, I think. But that's guidelines that we have at this point of time as we make these videos. This is on a 5 minute time frame, of course. But most of our trading is really based on 1 minute trade because we're doing live trades, day-to-day trading, and taking profits. On a long-term basis, of course, we have to look at, say, 1 hour to give us a gauge here. Now, the 1 hour chart says it's a bullish market, so says investing.com. And we have our guidelines all put up, ready to contemplate that reality if it all goes to plan. Accordingly, so far, since we made the early prediction from today, we started our trading day in this area, and this is Monday, of course, in New Zealand. So far has come into our favor. Results is showing quite dramatic results, of course. Now, this trade here is a 20 volume. That means 20 times the price of gold at the moment, which is $3,250.64 US when it was first purchased. Check the chart once again. The chart is still strong, as we can see. Both MACD and RSIs are aiming high. And if it all goes well, because MACD is down, the MACD also has just crossed over the blue line, just like the RSI. It's going to be a very strong upward trend, and it's probably going to make a break through the Bollinger line and continue. Again, that's just predictions that we are putting together. And if by all means it does reverse, then we will close our trade and wait for the next opportunity. But we're going to let this trade ride because of these two indicators. Of course, the RSI might drop down once more, but the trend line here suggests it's going to continue to grow. So while I was editing the first part of this video, I checked the chart and checked our trade, and of course that's exactly what has happened. It's come down and touched or near this support line anyway, and has continued to do exactly what we think it's going to do. At this point, we made the trade at around about here, recognizing it will recover or rebound, and has done so with RSI fluctuating much more faster. The MACD, it's a bit slower. It's still continuing to trend as we believe as the MACD pushes the price up also. And noting also the blue line here above the red line, which is a very strong indication that the price of gold has continued to going up. And another area to look at is this bit here. It looks like a W, and the W, of course, in a trading term, suggests the price of a product is going to go up. And of course, the opposite is an M. If you see an M, that suggests the price of the product is going down. But I thought I'd throw that in now just as I catch it. And let's have a look at our profit margin. It's still relatively pretty good, but I'm a bit worried about that new trend that's developed, which suggests it could be reversing. And hold on a sec, let me study that a little bit. This trend here, because it can easily develop a new trend, but this new trend might only be a short-term one. Let's call it a fake reversal. If it comes down, we'll hit this resistance anyway again and rebound. If it breaks through this, no, sorry, support line, and if it breaks through the resistance line, then of course it's a confirmation exactly what we have predicted way back down here, that this will continue to go up. The trend line, this is a 15-minute time frame, will go all the way up to the top of this resistance line. That's the predictions. Whether they'll follow that pattern, we'll see. But these are some things that when we use charts, we can sort of try and predict to a certain accuracy where the market is going. And I will make another video, of course, to show that results later, and maybe add a new video, but I'm going to name it the same title, but 1, 2, 3 or 4 part video series. We now have a classic case of the market doing exactly one of those perfect examples that I can put on video. It's doing exactly what we have predicted it will do. Now, we said earlier in my first clip, if it breaks through this new trend, which it has, it will continue up. So the new breakthrough line is going to be up at this level here. Why? Because it's been there before. It's either that, if it breaks through that, then it will continue. Otherwise, we're going to contemplating of taking our profits, closing our profits at this point of time, which is also showing quite strongly here. It could easily reverse and we lose all our profits. So this is the time to contemplate. If it does go down anyway, we can also pick it up a new trade around about this point if it does retract. So I'm more likely to take this profit margin and close the trade. Closing the trade, 1, 2, money in the bank. So we're going to wait for the next movement of the market, of course. And as I take profit, most others will probably do the same that are trading on this gold against USD. So we're going to open up a new position if it does retract. But if it goes past this new trend line, if it makes a breakthrough, then of course it's still a strong trend based on MACD showing a good strong force of this market until it reaches this level of the MACD, of course, which is still a lot more money to be made. It's made a breakthrough there. So we're going to open up a new trade. See, we missed out on a little bit of profit there just by taking our early profits if we would have left it in there. But nevertheless, it's gone up already straight away $1,400 with our 20 lot open trade. This is a classic case, of course, of the market moving exactly as predicted with our trend, and our chart work has shown that incredible momentum. And I think at this stage, if it continues, and it's going to go into the next phase, as I said earlier, which is this next a breakthrough or retraction. But I think it's more likely to be in the retraction, meaning it will come back down. Well, amazingly, as I continue to make this video or edit, the market's moving in our favor greatly, and let's double check that. It did made a breakthrough that resistance, although I think it's time to take the profit because both of them looks like it is on a retraction. So time to close the trade, take it, and we lost a bit of momentum there because we waited too long. Nevertheless, that's a classic example of the market. I'm going to open up what it's called a sell trade at this point because according to that, it is retracting. According to these two indicators, it's sort of reached the top and it's time for reversal. How far it will come down, that's a different story altogether. But that's how you can take literally one product and trade on that on a good trend. Anyway, this is Stephen I Fought for My Fortune, creating fortunes for the future, sharing some trading ideas to follow.